Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining today's webinar. Today's webinar is the joint webinar with Tuah Packet. Today we have Muhammad Hisham, Technical Director of Tuah Packet, and Piyush Mathur, Senior Sales Engineer of Senecor, presenting for us. Before we start, I would like to inform you that this webinar will be recorded. Throughout the presentation, you can ask questions using the Q&A box on the right panel. Our panelists will try their best to answer all your questions. Good news, today we have prepared 3 prizes for 3 lucky participants. The prizes are 250 ringgit voucher and a grand prize of 100 ringgit Lazada voucher. All attendees have a chance to participate, and participants who ask more questions will get additional chances. We will be using a randomized name picker to select the winner, and the winner will be announced in a follow-up email. So without further ado, I will pass the presentation to Hisham.
Okay, again, good morning and Assalamualaikum to everybody. Thank you for joining us today. So this is our first webinar with Zimbra. First, I will introduce my company and what are the services and product that we do. If you have any question, please feel free to ask in the Q&A box also, okay? Okay, so now let's start. Okay, firstly, myself, my name is Muhammad Hisham Rahim. I'm a technical director in Tuah Packet Sdn Bhd. Okay, so the company Tuah Packet was founded on 2009 as a startup. We were 4%, and now we have 10%. We have reached 12% or 13% before this. So now, okay, we are actually Tuah Packet is a system integrator. Our current operation is in Cyberjaya, and Tuah Packet is also registered with MOF as a Bumi Putra company. Okay, there's a little bit about the company background. So what are the services that we do? We do a large range of IT consultancy services. We do professional services like implementation, installation, and configuration. We also do system integration with some of software and hardware part. We do maintenance services, support services. So these two, maintenance and support services, is either we do directly or we engage with our partner. We also do managed services. If our customer don't have enough people to manage their service, so we can do that, either co-managed or 100% managed by Tuah Packet. We also do security services like penetration test or security advisory. And also, last but not least, IT training services. For the product and solution, yeah, we have quite large product range. So the first one is a data center solution. So we do like data center infrastructure, rack, build a data center and design a data center. We also do networking or internet networking solution like switches, router, and all other equipment, network equipment. Security solution like firewall, WAF, IPS, and we also do server and storage platform. Server including hyper-converged or hyper-converged infrastructure, storage like SAN or NAS storage platform. And we also do virtualization solution. As you might know, the 3 top famous solution like VMware, Microsoft Hyper-V, or Citrix Xen Server. And of course, we do provide solution for email and collaboration switch, which is Zimbra. And we also have backup and disaster recovery solution. And also, last but not least, IP telephony or unified communication. So if you need any kind of solution that I've listed here, please feel free to contact us also. Our technology partner in the screen is some of our partner that we work with. Of course, we have more. Okay, we are not really a vendor-specific kind of solution, so we can integrate multiple kind of product vendors. So our customers, so now, so far we have government agencies, higher learning institution, hospital or healthcare institution, multinational companies, SME. We are also now looking to penetrate into oil and gas and also financial services institutions soon. Okay, so now for email and collaboration solution, we do provide you, of course, Zimbra collaboration suite. We also have cloud and on-prem email security gateway and also email encryption. For our Zimbra related services, okay, Tuah Packet is actually one of value-added reseller in Malaysia. What we do end-to-end services, anything related to Zimbra, starting from consultation. So we do design for our customer. We advise them how to integrate, how to migrate. Okay? And then we do implementation from the beginning, including the hardware or virtualization infrastructure required for the Zimbra infrastructure. Then operating system, it depends on customer. Some customer already provided their operating system, so we just install the Zimbra component only. But our expertise, we can do everything from the beginning, from the hardware until at the end. Okay, we also do migration from previous email solution to the new Zimbra, and also migration for any Zimbra or email related component like DNS or networking part. Then we do integration when the Zimbra integrate with other external component or other component want to integrate with Zimbra, like integration with LDAP, Active Directory, or any kind of integration, the possible integration that can be done. And like I said before, we also do managed services. Most of our government agencies customer like us to do like co-managed services for them, like managing their email infrastructure, and also like include like managing their user too. Okay? So you feel free to talk to us if you need this kind of services. Do let us know. Then we do maintenance and support services. Maintenance support services, whatever we install or probably we don't install, installed by other third party or other vendor, we can also work together with them. And we also provide training for Zimbra, but not certified training at the moment, like administration and email related kind of training. Okay, so now our Zimbra services option, this is based on our experience. Yeah, the company started in 2009, but based on the experience, we have experience since 2006, since Zimbra version 4 or 5, I think. So now, yeah, that's how long we have started Zimbra. Okay, we can do multi-email solution if customer have their internal email solution, but they don't want to migrate full, but they want to use some user using Zimbra, some user using other component. We can do also split domain kind of implementation. Yeah, we do migration. We have done migration from a Linux-based email solution, Open Exchange, Novell, Lotus Notes, Microsoft Exchange, either it's on local or based on cloud-based solution, and other cloud email solution too. And of course, because email is tightly integrated with a domain, you have to make sure that domain is okay. So we also do domain DNS migration for our customer too. Most of our government agencies customer requested us to do disaster recovery and or replication. So either we do scripted based disaster recovery or replication based solution for them, or we use third party or commercial replication solution for their disaster recovery. Yes, we have done also multi-tenanted based solution. For example, like one organization want to host email solution for their sub agencies or sub organization, multiple domain. Yeah, we can do also for them. Okay. And integration, of course, email and anti-spam you cannot run away. So you still have to do some integration with anti-spam and email gateway. So different anti-spam, different email gateway have different kind of behavior. So we do integration with email gateway. And of course, Active Directory and then also external adapt and also other application too. Deployment option. Okay, for deployment option, we have many kind of implementation option. So the first is a traditional kind on-prem based solution. Either it's on a physical server or virtual, or either it's dedicated for, the hardware infrastructure is dedicated for Zimbra only or shared with other application too. So we can do for on-prem kind based or implementation. And also if customer have private cloud, either they host it on their own data center or co-locate to external data center, we can do that, whether it's dedicated or shared. Dedicated private cloud, what I mean is that the private cloud infrastructure is dedicated only for Zimbra or email component solution. We have customer using private cloud for their organization. Most of them are on-prem. But if you require us to build a private cloud for you to co-locate outside of your data center or in your data center, yes, you can talk to us. So both of these solutions, either you own the hardware infrastructure, or you can also rent it from us. We can provide this kind of solution for you. And then we also do public cloud. If you want to host it on public cloud, and public cloud or shared hosting kind of multi-tenant kind of solution. Either local, means that on shore, in Malaysia, or offshore. But if you want to do on public cloud, of course, you have to take care of your data sovereignty policy, whether it is allowed for you to host outside or not. Do talk to us. We have our local partner also. Okay, and then hybrid cloud. Okay, what I mean by hybrid cloud is that some organization want to have Zimbra component, some of Zimbra component on prem or on their private cloud, and some other component using public or externally hosted. So we can do for them also. And last one is a service provider. So we are in the process of providing a SaaS-based model or service provider kind of solution for our customers, so where customer can just purchase a number of mailboxes, and we make it ready for our customer to enjoy Zimbra feature. So all these kind of solution, traditionally on-prem until service provider, we can provide a managed services for you, either 100% or co-managed, especially on the on-prem and private cloud. Customer can manage it themselves, or they can ask us to co-manage with them. Yeah, most of our customer like to request this kind of solution from us. Okay, so that's a deployment option. Okay, so our value proposition based on our experience, what we can offer for our customer is like, if you have 2,000 mailboxes and below, we provide for our customer free cloud-based anti-spam solution. For customer larger than that, of course, you have to get a commercial or dedicated anti-spam based gateway. So why we provide this? Because some our customer have like, let's say if they have their own anti-spam solution, or their email server got blacklisted or anti-spam server got blacklisted, so they can route it to our cloud anti-spam solution. We provide this as part of our services to our customer, free of charge. And we also do integration. Like I said before, we can also do advisories for you if anything related to email security and other security kind of solution. Yeah, we do integrated services because, like I said before, email solution is not only email, so it's also require other component also to be integrated. We can also work with other vendor or even with our competitor too, because some customer probably have problem with their existing vendor, and then they can ask us to assist them without any conflict. And then, like I said before, we can provide you as a rental or pay-per-use kind of solution for Zimbra only, or the whole infrastructure component for you. Okay. And like I said before, we have disaster recovery option, can be configured for you. And we also have a monitoring tool for you. And most of our customer, we proactively monitor their infrastructure too. Okay, so that is our product, services, and our value proposition. So now next action step with Soficat, what we can do is we offer you a demo account or customized demo setup for your organization if you would like to test Zimbra 9 or Zimbra integration. Please register your interest by emailing to zimbra@tuahpacket.net. Okay, that's all, everybody. Thank you. If you have any question, you can ask in the Q&A. Okay, back to Shireen.
Thank you, Hisham. So now we will pass it on the presentation to Mr. Piyush Mathur, Senior Sales Engineer from Senacor, to share with you on our new product, Zimbra 9.
Thank you, Shireen. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can.
Oh, thank you so much. Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for joining our event with Tuah Packet today. So I'll do a quick presentation about what's new in Zimbra 9, and we'll just go through a quick demo or a quick look through of the new features in the new Zimbra 9 UI, right? So yeah, thank you once again. So what's new in Zimbra 9? Zimbra 9 has a modern UI. We have more and more third-party integrations, which makes Zimbra more extensible to your business apps. Some which are homegrown, some which are off the shelf available, so it's more integrable. We have a completely new framework. So if you're looking at doing your own customizations, doing your own integrations, we have a new framework, and which is quite cool and easy to adapt. As always, Zimbra gives you a choice of deployment, whether you want to do it, it's always kind of follow the rule, which is, we are secure, we are private, and we do honor your data privacy. And then finally, the choice of UIs. So Zimbra 9 UI, so this is what it looks like. So the best part of Zimbra 9 UI is your interface looks exactly the same, whether you're coming from a desktop browser or a tablet browser or even from a mobile client. So the end user features really do not drop when you are coming from different devices, whether it is a mobile desktop, mobile client, or a tablet, or a full blown desktop browser. And therefore making the learning curve almost zero. So there is no learning curve for a user to, to kind of look at features, what features are available on the browser, what are not available on other devices. So it's pretty simple to kind of adapt. Zimra 9 is extensible, which means you can just not, use the legacy apps. We also have integrations with some of the cool business applications that you have, and these are just not the ones that we have today. We will have more and more of these integrations as we go ahead. So we've got out of the box integration with Slack, we've got integrations with Zoom, and we've got integrations with Dropbox. So if you are, as an organization, using any of these business apps, you are just free to kind of integrate them in the Zimbra UI, and you will be able to perform all of those tasks from the Zimbra web UI. So which means if you want to send a large attachment as a link from a Dropbox, you can do that. If you want to, do a Slack chat with a peer, you can do that. You want to start a video call using Zoom, you can do that. And then there'll be more and more coming in future. And if you have a business application which is your own homegrown application, you can just go ahead and do those integrations, create your own Zimlets, and do those integrations internally. I mean, we do have a new kind of Zimlet framework, but deploying Zimlets is still the same. It's as easy as it was earlier. So the right hand side of this slide actually shows you go to your admin client, choose for your Zimlet, and just kind of deploy it. So it's still the same. It's still very easy. So there is no change in terms of how do you go ahead and deploy. The left hand side pane actually shows you the image, shows you the user interface. The user actually goes to his settings and is able to see what all Zimlets are available for him, and then he can kind of select or deselect based on his own requirements. So deploying those Zimlets are pretty simple. You can still see them on your web client and start using them. Zimra, as always, honors data security, data privacy, data sovereignty, which means we still allow you to do your choice of deployments, whether you want to do it in a private cloud. Uh, we still don't create intelligence around your data. It's not posted anywhere outside your own country or geographical limits. And we are secure. We do provide, some out of the box cool features like two-factor authentication, like mobile active sync, which allows you to do a remote wipe of mobile devices, which means if you lose your mobile device, you just can go ahead and remotely wipe out the data on the device. We do provide features like allow, block, and quarantine, which means the administrator can only allow corporate allowed devices to access the data on the mobile device. We do provide a lot of security features, which makes your email to be kind of secure. They are 100% in your own control. And with Zimbra 9, we do provide a choice of the UI. So if you are kind of comfortable with the legacy or the classic UI as we call it, you will have the option of choosing it to use the classic UI. Although the new features like the Slack integrations and the Dropbox integrations would not be there on the classic UI, but as a user, you still have choice to use the classic UI, or if you want to experience the really new cool features, the user can switch to the modern UI. So we do give a choice to the end user to choose which interface he is more comfortable working on. So he can do a switch between the classic and the new UI. So the user has got the control. It's not admin pushed. It's not forced on the end user. It's up to the user to adapt which client he wants to use. Oh yeah, finally, and as always, Zimbra has been open for customization. So which means you can do your own color schemes, your own logos, your own themes, everything on the web UI. So as to this is to be looking as your own email platform. So you can put your logos, scheme, color schemes, everything, and just not that, you can actually upload your own photograph in your own profile page, and the other recipients can actually see your photograph. There are some cool features that are available in the Zimbra Web 9 new UI. And yes, so Zimbra still allows and is still offers the lowest cost of ownership for any email platform globally, which is, we are not just comparing license cost to the license cost. We are comparing features that are built into the product. Features like HSM, which means you are able to move data from a tier 1 drive to a tier 2 drive. Features with like real time backup, which is built into the product, which makes sure you are practically having a zero data loss even in case of a crash. Features like two-factor authentication. So all of these, which normally require a third party or an additional software for you to buy, Zimbra provides you out of the box, and therefore offers you a very, very low cost of ownership of the entire email platform. Uh, it is secure, it is private, and then yeah, we as I said, we do not create any intelligence. We do not mine your data. It's completely in your hands, completely managed by you, and therefore there is no data loss, or there's no intelligence around your data. It's easy to scale. uh, it's easy to scale from a very, very small environment to very large deployment. So it's still the same from the backend side. So you can just, as you grow, you can just keep on adding more and more roles to the servers or to the environment as you grow. So if you think that your mailboxes are heavily loaded and you need to add one more mailbox, you just don't need to disrupt the entire environment. Just add another server or another VM with a specific role, so it scales easily without disrupting the entire services. Anytime, anywhere, and any device. Yeah, so which means you are actually able to access your emails, your calendar, your contacts on any device, and securely. As I said, using the mobile active sync protocol, you are able to synchronize your calendars, your contacts, your folders, your emails, everything on the mobile devices securely. So because you, as I said, we do support allow block and quarantine. We do allow mobile remote wipe. So the administrator or the corporate is can be pretty sure of that even if the user loses his device, the corporate data does not goes into some unwanted hands. And the choice of deployment. So Zimbra, as I said, we are open uh, to the user's choice. So if you want to deploy it in your own data center, in your own servers, you can do that. If you want to do it on a co-located data center, you want to do it in a telco's data center, you want to do it on a public cloud like Amazon or similar ones, you can do that. If you want to do a hybrid deployment, which means you want to do some users on a legacy platform and some users on Zimbra within the same domain, that's also possible. So we do provide you a choice of deployment, which makes it's more adaptable, which makes you easily make a choice of what platform you want to give to which set of users. And we are still open code, which means the source code of Zimbra is still available for users, for the network edition customers to review the code, to contribute into the code. So we still are open core at heart. And how do you upgrade, and how do you kind of experience the new Zimbra 9? So if you are a customer who is under active support or who is under active subscription period, you are allowed to upgrade. So you are entitled for Zimbra 9. So any customer who is under active SNS is entitled for Zimbra 9. Uh, Zimbra 9, obviously, we have done a lot of just not feature enhancements. We have plugged a couple of security vulnerabilities, so it's more secure. And we encourage you to upgrade your environment to Zimbra 9. It's pretty simple. It's not very complicated. It's still from a technical standpoint, it's still as easy as it was in the legacy Zimbra 8 environment. So it's pretty simple. Just go ahead, and we do still support rolling upgrades. If you do have a large environment, you can upgrade slowly and slowly. Pick up a couple of servers today and the another set tomorrow, and so on and so forth. It's pretty simple upgrading the environment. And if you need any help, upgrading it to the latest release, or if you want to experience Zimbra 9, please reach out to a packet, and they would definitely help you, reaching out to you and kind of upgrading your environment, or maybe setting up a trial environment for you to experience the new Zimbra 9. Yeah, so I mean, we do encourage you to please go ahead and try out Zimbra 9. It's really cool. It has some really cool features. Go ahead and download and deploy Zimbra 9. Thank you so much. And that's not all from me. I will just go, switch over to my browser client to show you the new Zimbra 9 UI and some of those features. In the meantime, if you do have any questions, if you have any queries, please feel free to put those questions in the Q&A box. Serene, can you see my Zimbra 9? Your website?
Yes, we can.
Thank you, Serene. Yeah, so this is the new UI. It's pretty cool. It's pretty lightweight, I would say. As usual, you can set up your previews in the right, left, bottom, wherever you want. But I would just like to showcase a couple of features here. So Zimbra Connect is a feature where you can, do private chats or video calls with your peers. Zimbra Drive is a feature where you can upload documents, share them, and multiple people can be working on the same document at the same time. When you go to Zimbra, so I've done a small Dropbox integration here, so you can just go here and select a file from your Dropbox environment, or just send a link in this email for that file. If you see, I have uploaded my photograph, and I've got another account here, and that account also has a photograph here. So I can really see the photograph of the other person who has uploaded their photo. So I know who am I sending to. Similarly, I can actually, if I have done Slack integration, I can just go ahead and do my Slack integrations within my web client. So these are some of the cool features that you can just go ahead and download, deploy, and use. Yeah, thank you so much. I am waiting for your questions. Please type your questions if you have any in the Q&A section.
Thank you, Piyush. Yes, we actually do have a couple of questions coming in. So let's go for the first one. This will be for Hisham to answer. Can you elaborate more about hybrid cloud? What is the difference between normal cloud?
Okay, thank you, Shireen. What I mean in my slide just now is that some customer might have their Zimbra components, because Zimbra have many components. If you have a large organization, and we can implement Zimbra in multiple components, like we can separate the mailbox, another server, MTA, multiple servers, proxy servers, right? So some customer might want to have like a proxy on the public cloud, for example, but all their mailbox servers are actually on their on-prem or on their private cloud. So this is what I mean by a hybrid, where customer can have Zimbra component in one of the private cloud, and another component or in their other private cloud, mean like two separate cloud-based infrastructure. If I have answered that, please, or if I didn't answer that your question, please ask again in the Q&A. Thank you.
Thank you, Hisham. The second question that we have is, can user upload their own picture profile?
Yes, so you can upload your own picture profile, and your picture profile would be can be seen by the other users.
Thank you. One question that we have is, do Zimbra have video conferencing? If yes, how many people can be in the VC?
It's kind of comfortable to say that we can have 4 or 5 people in the same VC doing video calls. That's not because of the limitation. That's primarily because of the screen size and the all of that. So yeah, 4 or 5 people in the same video call is comfortable.
Okay.
But let's be very clear that Zimbra Connect is not a replacement for a full-blown video conferencing solution. It's not a VC tool. It's basically a collaboration tool which allows you to do video calling. So it's not a replacement for your polycoms or telephone dialing tools. It's basically a video con. Just if you want to just kind of do a quick call with your peers, it's for that. It's not a replacement for your video conferencing tools.
Thank you, Piyush. We have a few more. Does Zimbra 9 UI is compatible on all web browser?
Yep. I mean, all the latest browsers with Chrome, Safari, IE, anyone, yeah.
Okay. The next question. Can Zimbra do folder synchronize in Zimbra Drive like Dropbox?
Folder sync. So we do not have a client for the mobile device or the desktop. So it's basically you have to go to the web client, upload your folder, upload your files into the client from the browser. So we do not have a client for the desktop or the mobile devices.
We have another question. Zimbra document sharing. Can we use it to edit document share?
Yes, you can. So you can share the Zimbra docs file with your peers and provide appropriate rights. So if you give the other user an editor right, uh, multiple people can be editing the same document at the same time.
One more question. Can Zimbra connect to WebEx?
Can Zimbra connect to it? I mean, so we do not have a Zimlet for WebEx as of now. We did have in the legacy UI, legacy environment, but we can actually write a Zimlet for WebEx if required.
One more question. Can calendar sync with Google mobile calendar?
I need to check that. I think yes, but I still need to check.
So we will answer the question personally.
No, I think Gotham. No, okay. No. I will check this and then reply back to Hisham, and then we can send it. Or if we have the email ID, you can reply back.
Yes. One more question. What kind of security component in Zimbra? Does it have internal antivirus security gateway?
We do have ClamAV spam assassin, which is built into the product, but that's that's only for a very small environment. If you are if you're looking for a deeper security or a better security for spam control, I would definitely recommend using a commercially supported email security.
Right, let's see if we have any more questions. Today has been a very interactive session. Just to share, we have a couple of questions that was asked and we also responded. So one of the question is, can we upgrade Zimbra from Zimbra 8.6 to Zimbra 9 directly? From 8.6, it is recommended to go 2 steps, 8.8 first and then 9. Direct 9 is not advisable. Another question is it a free upgrade? Answer is, if you have valid support, you can upgrade for free. We have another question. What are the recommended email security component that can integrate with Zimbra?
Or any one of those. If you, there's no recommended solution or a recommended product per se. So it's up to you which product suits you. So whether it can be Iron Code, Barracuda, anything. I mean, McAfee, Red Micro, Sophos. There's no restriction in terms of what product you have to use Zimbra. Any product that meets your standards of security, that's good enough.
We have one more question. What kind of encryption does Zimbra does?
So Zimbra provides you with a feature of S-MIME where you can sign and encrypt your emails. So it's available, though it's not available on the new UI. But if you really want to use the S-MIME, you have to switch back to the classic UI. But S-MIME on the new UI is a roadmap. So we do S-MIME to allow users to sign and encrypt emails.
We have one more question. If I'm using Google Mail, why should I change to Zimbra? What is that Zimbra that I have that Gmail and Exchange don't have? Hisham, can you take that?
I think I've passed it to Piyush.
Okay. So as I said, Google and Exchange, they do not provide you the kind of choice of deployments. If you are looking at deploying it within your country. If you do have regulations of data being within your geographical limits of the country, that's one piece. The other features that we are talking about, integrations with your existing business apps. So if you switch over to Google, if you are using an Office 365, you are mandated to use a Microsoft Teams or a Google Hangout, or similar tools, right? Or a Microsoft Office environment, right? With Zimbra, you have a choice. Okay, you want to use Zimbra email, but you want to use Zoom for your video conferencing. You want to use Slack for your, communication and collaboration. So we do provide you the kind of flexibility and the choice of tools, which makes sure that you are providing the best of the features and the best of the environments integrated in the same environment to your end users. And there are multiple features that we can talk about when we do a face-to-face discussions, or not face-to-face in these times, but yeah, as we kind of go ahead and do more and more discussions. There are features like dumpster, which allows you to restore emails even they are deleted from your trash box. Google does not allow you, right? Google and Microsoft does not offer you a backup and a restore service. So if you kind of want to restore an email of 2 months ago, or a mailbox of 2 months ago, Google or Microsoft, they do not have a native backup tool, right? So there are multiple features that are tempting you to move out of the legacy environment onto Zimbra. We can touch base with the Tuah packet, of course, and look at what is the value proposition if you move to Zimbra.
Yes, do reach out to Tuah Packet for further discussion. Last question. Yes, we will not be sharing the slides, but we will be sharing the recording of this session today. Just to share as well, there was a question: the dumpster is only for admin or for all users?
Dumpster is actually a end user feature. It is not an admin feature. So basically, if I deleted an email and I even emptied my trash, the end user can right click on a trash box and say recover deleted items, or restore deleted items. So the user is allowed to restore emails himself or herself. He doesn't have to go to the admin.
We have one sales related question as well. Can you share with us which customer has most implemented mailbox globally? I think for this question, Alan and Tuah and Hisham will reach out to you personally to answer your questions. Any more questions? We still have 4 minutes until 11. I'll just give everybody a few more minutes if there's any more question to our team as well as we do have a question. Can Zimbra does record message?
Sorry, I was on mute. So Zimbra has a Zimlet which is called undo send, which means you can stop a mail being sent within a specific time. So
All right. So we are 3 minutes to 11. So I don't want to take everybody's time this morning. So we do have one more question. What is Zimbra's strongest feature compared to other competitor?
well, it depends on what competitor are you looking at. But the biggest one obviously is our DNA, which is allowing you to one choice of deployment, and it's secure, private, and as I said, we do not create any intelligence around your data. So data sovereignty. So these are some of the key competitive features in terms of you how why you should even kind of look at Zimbra against competitors. But yes, for a detailed comparison or a detailed discussion, please reach out to the partner and ask Ellen and me. We can discuss more on what competitor are we talking about.
One question in regards to the recall message question. Can this be done by user or admin?
End user.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining this call. This has been a very interactive session. I want to thank everybody for participating in the Q&A. All your questions are very good. Once again, we will be sharing this recorded session, and we will use the random name picker to select the 3 winners for today. The winner will be announced in a follow-up email. Thank you so much. Thank you, Hisham, and thank you, Piyush, for presenting today.
Thank you everyone for joining us. Goodbye.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.